What's going on, guys? Here in front of me is the Nasdaq. So pretty much here, pulling lower, broke this previous resistance support area here. First retest, second retest, and the third one was a break. And now we are heading lower. Here is the trend line. So we are now breaking the trend line as well, so could possibly mean that we will go a little bit further to the downside. Since if we add the EMAs here, so we can clearly see that we are still above the 200 EMA, so still this uptrend, but it looks like we will here see maybe a break below the 200 EMA. Could be something like this before we go higher. So for now the trend continues to be a little bit bearish, although the uptrend in the longer term is pretty bullish as always, but we have been pretty far from the 50 EMA on weekly, and here the CCI is going probably to the lows here, so at least to the minus 100 level here, but we could still go lower. So for now it looks like we will here see a further pullback to maybe around here to see a break below the 50 EMA as we did previously, so something like this probably. So the 4-hour chart here, what is at the moment happening, or what could happen, is a double bottom and bullish divergence on the CCI, so actually we could see a move to the upside. Here again on the 1-hour chart, bit of a bullish divergence. So if we suddenly turn around and move something like this, then I would go and look for buys. But if we suddenly see a break here below this line, then we will probably go to somewhere around here. So if we go down to the lower time frames, here 30 minutes, still here kind of this double bottom going on. So even here on the shorter time frame, kind of a bit of a bullish divergence. Here again the bigger one with the double top here. So the 50-minute chart is here kind of a downtrend, in a downtrend. So if we see a break above this trend line, and let's take this, let's make it a zone, so maybe above here, then we could potentially start looking for buys. If you are into scalping, something like this would be the trade. Otherwise, if we continue to the downside, then I would wait here for the break below this line and then short on lower time frames. So the next one is the S&P500. Which one is it? Should be this one. I think it's, no, it's not this one. Or is it this one? I think so. So it's this one here. So kind of same as all the indices, going higher, but here breaking a little bit. So broke past this support and resistance line. So here was the break, retest, and went lower. So currently targeting this area. Checking the weekly. Still far away from the 50 EMA, and for now along this trend line. So once we break here, we will go to the 50 EMA on the weekly. But for now, the forward chart here, a bit of so here on the 200 EMA on the forward chart for now. Taking a look at the 1 hour chart. So here, a bit of what could be bullish divergence, but this would just be a simple pop-up to the upside before we. So here was a double top and divergence, the bearish one, and here is now kind of a trend line. So if we see a pop-up here, it would be to maybe here, which would be this zone right here, and here we could look for shorts. If we go down to the 50-minute chart, so here basically this trend line going on. So either we break here out of this triangle or move to here and then go lower. But for now it looks also like the S&P 500 is bearish. So let's check the US30 as well. If we go to the daily, so broke the 50 EMA. If we check the weekly real quick, so here divergence and pulling lower ever since. So we haven't retested the 50 EMA in a long time. So this could mean that we will now go towards the 50 EMA on the weekly here, 1 hour chart. Basically here the first support resistance line zone, and here around the second one. So here this downtrend. So here again, probably getting rejected here and going all the way to here. On the 15-minute chart, here a pretty nice downtrend, and now here what is happening is this bullish divergence here, and now at the same time we're breaking the trend line on the 15-minute chart. So here is a support and resistance area. If we break here, then we can buy from here to here. This could be a possible entry here. If we maybe zoom in on the 5-minute chart as well. So here is a structure. So we broke here this line. So if you want to wait, you can wait on the 50-minute chart to break this line as well, and then look for a bullish candlestick, a similar one like here that broke, or that is breaking the resistance line here, so like this one, and then buy something like this here at this zone. So this was the US30